was racing. The battle ice buses, bust down watches and station. Devil had it all for us, God tried to save us. We had too much cheese, you can tell a nigga Nathan. Just some young niggas with some icy ass cardies. The niggas with the drugs, so fuck up all the parties. Give up all the shit to get my brothers back again. This for all.
Come over here.
Free my nigga twin, they gave that boy so much time.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Nino podcast. I'm Nino, and this is Real Everyday People. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody that's been sharing, subscribing, everybody that's been showing all the love and support, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, man, because it lets me know that I'm on the right mission, and you guys are helping me fulfill my purpose, man. And let me say a big shout out, man, to everybody that supported and bought, you know, things, goodies off me, man. You know, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? $40 in love, man. Support your local podcast, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for all those last for special sizes and all that. I got you, man. Just give me a little bit of time to get together. And for those out of state, I got you all too, man. I'm shooting everybody's shit out, man. But thank you for everybody far here, man. For real, much love. I appreciate it. But we got a kicking session today, man. I swear we got 4 young kings here, and I just feel honored to be today in their presence to be able to, you know, build with these brothers and more so than anything, they're going to share part of their story of their life with you guys, man. So stay tuned because we got a lot going on.
Good? No, I'm good. I'm with you. So we right over here now. Okay, so we got, like I said, we got 4 young kings here. These brothers are all taking care of their business on many different levels, on many different platforms. And like I said, man, I just feel very privileged, man, that all these brothers, with everything that they got going on, took time to come, sit down, chill, you know, created the space for us and willing to share their stories with you guys, man. So let me introduce these brothers, man. First, we got my man, Angel Hill. Got my man Emilio Cuevas. I got my man Dwayne Taylor here with us. And my brother B.Y.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. And this is the owner of the legendary Barber Lounge. You better know it. So what I love about the kicking sessions, I love bringing, you know what I'm saying, great minds, creative minds together so we can build and talk about different things, the highs, the lows, the challenges, the blessings, the curses, the gifts, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, today, man, I want Angel Hill to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about yourself, where you're from, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, a little bit about where you at and where you're headed. What's up? So what do we got to do? I need you to speak up a little bit, bro. Is it going to pick up? Okay. All right. So, you know, as you know, we having our little technical difficulties, but we gonna get back to the brother. Let him finish up. Give him his time to shine. You good? What you want to be close to that mic? All right. So he got to either speak a little louder or he got to come to the mic. Is that what we doing? Yeah, come on. Switch chairs. Come on.
Start over. Yes, sir. Man, I struggle hard. I was done. They called me. It was no real hard record. They love my music. They gave me I have no fan base. Like, no, these people only got 10K. So no, we gonna give it to you. They gave me the spot. They were like, man, you know what I'm saying? Clean up.
I was checking you out on Instagram, and then I see you be clicking with Armani Rose too, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
What's up? Shout out to Armani Rose, man. What's up to you, my dog?
Listen, y'all, put y'all know, like, my road one to him, like, I can always sing, but we sit in the picture one time. He said, bro, you sing good, but you got to find who you are. He said, that's what he said.
Yeah. He was talented, bro. Cause I met Armani in the joint. That's how I met you. We was in the joint too, and you was, one of the little brothers, man. You was hard to handle with that thing. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't sit still for shit. You was always into something, man. But I'm glad you are where you are today, man. So like, what's the highs and lows of the business, man? What are the challenges of things?
The lows of the business right now is like financial part. Because once you get signed, everything gets the money right then and there.
Yeah.
You don't get the money right then and there. It's the you get your first advantage when everything is done. Once everything is done.
You get your first advancement when everything is done, and it's a long ride. Like it took me like 4 months just to finish my album, and I'm still critiquing it. Even as I'm about to put out my first single, I'm still critiquing it. Which I'm about to shoot my first video with, my dog right here, Emilio right here, y'all. My, Southwest Finest right here. You know what I'm saying? 100 years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I like, me personally, I like to keep it in my hood. I like to keep it in my family. You know what I'm saying? Southwest is my family. Southwest 100 years, bro. So this is what I do. I love my hood, bro. I love this city, bro. I love Detroit, period. And this is what I do it for, man. I get for everybody who feel they can't do nothing. Yo, I literally came from nothing. Like literally from nothing. Now I had a dime in my pocket. Now I'm living my dream every day. And be honest, what changed my whole perspective of things, how I look at things, was this man right here. I remember he set me down. He set me down. Do you remember you told me? Do you remember what you told me in prison? Do you remember you told me? No, but the one.
Sit down, lay down.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Stop fighting. Get out the hole. No, but the one thing he told me when I was in prison, he said nobody's gonna take care of you the way you're gonna take care of yourself. And that stuck with me that stuck with me so bad. Like it was, like it went to my bone, my soul, and my marrow. It just went through everything in my body. And I realized no one's gonna love me the way I'm gonna love myself. No one's gonna put the work in for me the way I'm gonna put the work in for myself. No one's gonna believe in me the way I believe in myself. It's up to me. I can't expect anybody to be my motivation. I became my own motivation. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like trying to preach to nobody, but at the same time, you can't do nothing without God, bro. Straight up. Even the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, yo. And everything be added unto you. So I literally suck God in all this. I look towards him to everything. I pray for everything.
That's dope, man. That's definitely powerful, man, for sure, bro. And to see people acknowledge God the way that they do today, man. Life will make a believer out of you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all been through the trenches, and some of us are still half in and half out, and, some are stuck and some are on their way up out of there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no matter what, no matter where you at in your life, man, it's going to teach you some things, man. It's going to teach you about your inner self, your outer self. It's going to teach you about everything you need to know. As long as you open up your eyes, got an open mind, an open heart, and you're willing to listen, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta listen with your. You can't all listen with your. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to your spirit, man. Sometimes. Your spirit will guide you, man. And
All right, so let me get you to switch seats with Emilio, man.
my
Or do
dog
you need to switch
Emilio, get it. I got my seat back.
seats? Yeah, thanks for sharing that with us, bro. So now
Yes,
we
sir.
got my man Emilio Cuevas in the house. You know what I'm saying? Tell us a little bit, let them know who you are, what part of the neighborhood you from, how you grew up, where you at, where you headed.
Okay. I'm from Southwest, basically like regular, common ghetto broke kid story, man. Parents, riddled by addiction, whatever. There's 5 of us, no money, shit like that. So we just stuck it out, grow up fast type shit. Grow up. Oh, could I cuss on here? So so we had to, what I'm saying? We had to stick it out, grow up fast, get through that. I went to college for a couple years, didn't know what I wanted to do. I started getting into the videos, and I was like, college, and I realized college wasn't it, so I dropped out to start making videos and shit, which I don't really recommend. Just just dropping out and chasing whatever dream it is that you want to chase. You just might as well have some type of money en route. Because when I did that, I was broke as hell, depressed, it was messed up. But it took a while to get everything going. But once it did, I started taking off. I started meeting a couple people through the city, giving me a couple different opportunities, and
Man, you
I've
being
went a lot
too
of places.
humble right now, dog.
What
you
you
being
mean?
too humble, man. This guy is a young superstar, man. So
Appreciate it.
So I was in the joint, and his older brother, was my bunkie. So that's how I got to know about Emilio. So Emilio, we would be in the visiting at the same time. He'd be coming to visit his brother. My family come visit me, and he would be sending pictures in, from the world, because I always tell people, be my eyes for me. Let me live life through your eyes, So I would always ask people, send pictures. So he would send pictures to his brother, and he had pictures in Florida with Sada Baby, with T Grizzly, and I'm like, damn, this is a young brother from the neighborhood out here in Miami doing his thing, filming, making all these videos. I'm like, wow, I can't, wait to get out and build. And then he did a filming when I got released from prison. He recorded me coming out. Then the police chased him off. He ducked off in the car, but he kept on filming. Then he filmed me going in and into the parole office.
Yep. That was a good day.
Yeah, that definitely, man.
It was a good day. Threw a little party after that. Shot an interview there. I still got all that footage, man. We're gonna put it together, do something with it.
Yeah, man. We've been talking about making a documentary about my life, man, and we're gonna use some of that footage. So
It'll go
stay tuned
crazy.
for that, baby. We're gonna stay working.
Absolutely. So
Yeah. So what part of the neighborhood did you grow up in?
I grew up in Southwest, Verner, Springwells area. You know what I'm saying? Whole life. Well, kinda. Yeah.
So you're what? You the middle? You got what? You got?
There's
you
5
got
of
2 younger
us.
siblings.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. I got a little brother, sister, and 2 older brothers. You met my older brother in prison. Never been to prison. Met Nino in prison. But I never been. just visits.
That's crazy, man. Because even in a dark place like that, there was so much sunshine. You
Yeah,
know?
definitely. And talking to Nino, I feel like Nino changed people's lives for real with the words every day, for real. And just going to the prison and seeing him talking like he was and saying things he wanted to do. And he had plans with, like I said, I shot the video when he came out, and he had so many plans on what to do. And then to come out and seeing him execute and doing everything, I really love to see. It's dope. Nino's standing on what he said he was gonna do 100%. So, love to see it.
Man, definitely. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, it's a privilege, for me to be amongst you brothers, man. Yeah.
Same, man. Likewise.
Yeah. It's on you, bro. You want to pass
Here we
it
go.
the mic?
Here we go.
Let them know who you are.
What up? My name Dwayne Taylor, a.k.a. Wody, Whoa, whatever you call me. I'm from Southwest Detroit. I'm a growing Tropin area. I pretty much grew up, I wasn't most fortunate, but my parents ain't let me struggle too much. I lost my pops at a young age, so that put me through some dark times. And then after that, it was like my life was just going downhill from there. I was fighting all the time, getting kicked out of school, suspended, everything. And then who would know that fighting would end up changing my life? Oh, my bad. I got to look at the camera.
Did you grow up with any siblings or anything?
Oh yeah, I got plenty of siblings, man. It's like 24 of us total. So
No wonder you was in that bitch scrapping like a mug. You
Man,
grew up with a small army. Everybody in training boot camp.
man, everybody into something, man. And I was the youngest of everybody, so I was always getting picked on. I always had to, fend for myself. But yeah, I had to grow up pretty quick. I had a daughter at a young age. I was 17, 18. So I couldn't, enjoy the regular life of a teenager. I had to go ahead. I couldn't go to college. I had to go to get a full-time job and just be on support mode from there. I had to give up on my dreams of training and everything, and just focus on providing and putting food on the table and keeping a roof over our head, and that. And then from there, it was just I kind of took a step away from training. I was just
What was you training for? Just for those that don't know.
back in the day, I was doing a lot of I was training for MMA. Like I do MMA and boxing, but boxing is really my first love. So I don't know why this joke going like that, but yeah, I was doing a lot of MMA training. I was pretty much self-taught my whole career until as of late. Is it better now? All right, bet. But yeah, I was pretty much self-taught up until a couple months ago, actually, maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. But yeah, my journey, it goes up and down, man. I was in some real dark places, especially throughout 2020, through the pandemic and all that. I was losing a lot of family members. It seemed like I was going to a funeral every week or every other week, and then that can put some toll on you if you let it. It can keep you in a dark space.
You know what's crazy, man? It's just so common today, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
To be at funerals, to see obituaries. Like, I mean, it's even become a fashion trend. Everybody getting T-shirts made with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, we acknowledging more people when they dead than when they alive. You know what I'm saying? And, the reasons that so many people have passed away I mean, for me personally, a lot of them have overdosed. You know what I'm saying? On drugs, which, is terrible to see that, so many of our people, family, friends, and loved ones are slaves to addiction. You know what I'm saying? And it's tearing families apart. It's tearing communities apart. It's tearing this whole country apart. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Okay. And, everybody going through depression and all these things. And that pandemic really took a toll and created a lot of trauma in our community, man. And, me being a youth mentor, bro, I get to hear the stories. I get to hear about the distress that people are going through. You know what I'm saying? Especially the youth, they became more rebellious, you know what I'm saying? And that, what was it, about a year and a half, a lot of these youth that I was working with that were 15, 16, they 17, 18 now, they developing, they going through, puberty, growth, hormones, and maybe some of them don't have a male figure there to help navigate them and guide them and things like that. So, that's where I step in. You know what I'm saying? And it was a blessing for me because I'm able to be a father figure to them. And even though I wasn't able to be a father figure, you know what I'm saying, to my own kids, so God gave me 100 sons to raise, man. So I'm fulfilling my purpose, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But definitely, man, that junk is crazy, especially within that year alone, man. Ended up going to 2 funerals in one day. That's how crazy it was, man. And it wasn't like I was losing people that I just knew. No, I was like I was losing a piece of me every time. It was like, feel me, like seeing your own childhood disappear in front of you, pretty much. Like it was people that played a significant role in my life. So that kept me down for a minute, man. I was in the crib. I didn't really want to leave. I ended up getting fat, gaining weight. I was like 195 pounds. I ain't never been that big in my life. I was just going to the store, getting milkshakes, coming back and playing the game all day.
You just described my life.
I swear to God, bro. So I was just like super depressed, man, and I never thought, like I've been fighting my whole life, but I never really thought that boxing would actually change my life, because my whole life is did like a 360 within like the last 3-4 months. It's like the more I pursued boxing and the more I dedicated myself to it, like my life just started changing, and then doors start opening, people start supporting. Like I never thought I had this much support in my life, but it's just a blessing, man. I couldn't be more thankful. Like, I got a film crew. They doing a documentary on me. It's gonna be dropping on Netflix
That's
next
cold,
year. So
yeah.
tune in.
Yeah, congratulations.
Man, and we back at Motor City in November. So, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, man. He won his first professional fight.
Yes,
Did his
sir.
thing. That boy was putting on for the city.
Southwest, you know it.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Ain't got to, man.
Tell you, man, we got these brilliant brothers here, man. These young kings. These boys just scratching the surface. They just starting to learn how to use their tools. Wait till they learn how to master them, baby. You hear me? They gonna be the masters of life and the masters of their destiny as we was destined to be.
Hell yeah.
Woo, that's live, real everyday people, y'all. You better know it. We got to hear from my man BY, man. What's up with you, boy?
What's up, Eladio? What's up? What's up? What's up? It says it's BY. Are we gonna switch seats? We gonna switch seats? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on to the people out there? It's BY. I'm the owner of this barbershop, Legendary Barber Lounge. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Just like everybody else here, Southwest, born and raised. Only boy out of all girls. Had a hard life growing up, just like these gentlemen right here. Never been in prison though, like my brother Angel. We all had it hard though, man. I didn't finish high school. Dropped out. Young age, was in the streets by like 13, 14, and had to make a way. But I do want to let everybody know out there though, no matter what life throw at you, just keep trying, because you can't let anything hold you down. The only person that can hold yourself down is you. Like every person here got a story, and these men right here, they all told you how they overcame that. You know what I mean? Like, I've never graduated, you know what I'm saying? Like, had so many hardships in my life, from losing people I was close with to being in the streets at a young age, being shot at, going to jail, not doing prison time, but still though, you know, at a young age, before I can even know what life was, that's what my life was. So I just want to let y'all know that everything is possible. Anything is possible. And as long as you get another 24 hours, make that count. You know what I mean? Make the most. Like Eladio, he did prison time, came home, he got his own show. And this man give everybody a platform to show everybody they can do something. Like my brody Wody, Emilio, Angel, man, we all got a story to tell. And this wouldn't be possible without Eladio. So I just want to say, just keep guiding your life first, and just everything else will fall into place. And I mean that from the humblest part of my heart. That, you know what I'm saying, as long as you put God first, everything will fall into place. And that we are all God's children. You know, I'm a father, you know, I'm a son, I'm a friend, I'm an uncle, I'm all that. You know what I mean? But I am God's son first before all. So, you know what I mean? That's just my story, you know, and that's it. You know
Woo,
yes,
my
sir.
dog.
Yes,
boy.
sir, yes, sir, yes,
Set
sir.
that mic on fire,
I
baby.
will.
No, that's dope, man. Just, you know, like I said, this whole platform initially was created for this. You know what I'm saying? And I just love, man, just to see all you brothers being so progressive. You brothers are thriving. You know what I'm saying? Growing and came from the shit, though. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yes, sir.
You know, the domestic violence, the racism, the gangs, the alcohol, the drugs, you know, all the ugly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was easy to grow up and choose a path that was not meant for us.
Amen.
You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? But we would not be where we are today had we not gone through the journey and the path that we went through, man.
And I
because
wouldn't, Eladia, I'm sorry, not trying to cut you off, but I wouldn't even take anything that happened bad into my life away.
woo, I don't regret nothing.
I swear, I don't regret anything that happened bad in my life, because I always tell people this, like, when you so blessed, you know it's going to be some bad times in your life, but you got to take those with the good and just continue to move forward. Because I tell people, when you down, at your very lowest, the only way to go is up. And I know that may sound cliche, but that's the honest to God truth. Never be a person that asks why or why this happened to me. Just know that it's your time gonna come. Everybody got their time, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, go forward, you know what I'm saying, continue, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, listen, I learned how to turn problems into projects. You know what
Amen,
I'm saying?
amen,
I
amen,
became a creative
amen.
thinker. You know what I'm saying? I became a critical thinker, an effective communicator. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Not
yes,
just
sir.
with people, but with myself. And not even just with myself, but with God. Like one time, I was talking to a Christian one time,
And I was telling her, like, man, my life be so difficult, and I be praying all the time, and I don't know why, but my life keep getting order. He said, well, shit, if you don't mind me asking, what do you ask God for? I said, bro, I be asking for strength every day. He said, well, shit, that's your problem. You keep asking for strength, he gonna make life hard for you. That's the only thing gonna make you strong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I said, damn, I've been asking for this shit. You hear me? You know, he said, you got to learn how to communicate with God most of all. So now I'm very specific when I'm like, God, I need a break. I'm tired. I need some money. I need help. You know what I'm saying? Because he going to give you what you want. He going to give you what you ask for. So if you tired, man, tell him you need a break. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask for no more strength, because I tell you what, he's going to put the world on your back. You know? Yeah. So like, I don't know, man. This is an issue that I got going on. You know, we real everyday people. I'm sharing my personal life, bro. I've been home a little bit over 2 years, man. I got two sons, Victor and Emilio, man. They're like 20 and 22, something like that, you know. And then, you know, they've been rocking with me my whole bid. Thank goodness for my mother, because hadn't it been for my mother, I would never even know none of my kids, not my daughter, not my sons, nobody, you know. So, you know, over the years, you know, I had to, you know, raise my kids from in prison. But as my sons grew up and got a little bit older, we got a little bit distant, a little disconnected, you know what I'm saying? And then, but like days prior to me getting out of prison after 17 years, you know, we talked about everything we wanted to do, places we wanted to go, see, do, eat, all this stuff. Yeah. And they were with it. And this was 3 days before I got out of prison. And the day I got out, they decided they don't want nothing to do with me, man. Oh, I see. Both of them was like, we don't want nothing to do with you. So, you know, that shit been tearing at my heart, you know, because any man that's a father and is proud to be a father, you can't feel complete, you know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like there's a void, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so I because of my son's age, I've held them responsible, you know, for us not being able to bridge this gap. But, you know, a lot of people say that the mother has the biggest influence, you know what I'm saying, on their kids, especially when they raise them. You know what I mean? Amen. And so I didn't want to believe that, because I said, well, my sons got their own mind. They got their own, you know, they can make their own decisions. But now I'm starting to feel like maybe that's true. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the mother done brainwashed my sons to not want to mess with me. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, for sure, bro. 1,000%. I gotta go back.
And it get frustrating, bro. It get discouraging sometimes. I get real confused because
Yes, sir.
I wasn't raised with my father, and I always felt like there was more he could do. But I've done everything that I could do, you know what I'm saying? The most righteous way, because, you know, I want to build a solid foundation. But nothing is worked, bro. So, like, what would you guys suggest, you know what I'm saying, that I could do?
Like to what? Like to build that with your sons?
If you was me.
With your sons?
Yeah, I mean, just the whole situation.
You gotta let go and let God, to be honest, man. Like, and honestly, just time heals all, and eventually it'll come around. It's kind of out your hands right now. And not to say like nothing bad on you or the mom or anything. We not bashing the moms or anything. You gotta let go and let God and let time take his time and play his course. To me, my honest opinion. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, that's a good opinion.
Yes, sir. Here you go, my brother. We can switch out.
Yeah, I honestly just think it's an extremely unfortunate situation, and it's just repercussions that you're still dealing with from past mistakes made, whatever. And I think Byron's advice is really good. I feel like in my life there was a lot of I've been through a lot of things, and acceptance was the main thing that helps me like get through things. And I'm not saying accept it for what it is, but I don't know. I feel like what Byron said, just let it take its path and do you, because you're clearly doing everything that you want to do, you need to do, but like Byron said, it's kind of out of your hands, honestly.
I know,
man.
bro.
I don't know.
And I've been taking a lot of deep breaths. I've been doing a lot of praying, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I mean, you know, sometimes I'm grateful that I didn't get to raise my kids, because had I would have raised them, I would have raised them according to how I was back then. You know what I'm saying? And
see, yeah.
And that's why I feel that, but it's like now I'm prepared You know what I'm saying? To be able to guide my sons and build them up and, you know, teach them about, you know, everything, credit, bank account, job, you know.
Yeah.
You're not the same person you once was. So that was a blessing in itself. Like you said, if you was to raise how you probably back in the day, they probably would turn out just like you. You know what I mean? Like, when I first now,
Sure, for sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you such a great person. I know you personally. I know you.
My
You know what I
man.
mean? Like, you come in
Yeah.
and this ain't nothing for like the cameras. Like, I know you personally. You like one of the best people I've met. So, you know what I mean?
Test.
Man, we need some new equipment, man.
little technical
We
difficulty.
need some sponsorship or something because our budget is, you know.
But yeah, no, you one of the best people I ever met, and so like I said, that is a blessing in itself too. You know what I mean? Like bro said, he met you and you changed his life. You got 100 sons, so it wasn't your time. You know what I mean? To raise them at that moment. Like I think about myself too. I'm like, dang, how did I start cutting hair at 17, 18? I wasn't ready. That wasn't what I was supposed to do at that time. And so when you was in prison and that wasn't what you were supposed to do. You wasn't meant to be right there. You know what I mean? But the person you is now, they're going to be lucky and blessed to have you. They're going to come back around eventually. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't got fathers. You know, like my brother right here, he lost his father at a young age. And so, you know what I mean? Like, just don't be so hard on yourself. At least you want to be there. That's the main thing. Because I know a lot of people that don't want to be in their kids' life. You know what I mean? And so you want to be there and just don't be so hard on yourself because you know you're a great dude. You know, I'm blessed to know you. We all blessed to have know you. You know what I'm saying? Ever since you came into my life, you've been 1,000% genuine. Like one of the best people I ever met. So, you know what I mean? Like they gonna have the same type of privilege. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the same bloodline running through them. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, just let go and let God, but don't be so hard. A lot of y'all. You know, we appreciate you, bro. For real.
Man, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that, bro.
Mostly like for me, like you was the best. You was such an inspiration to me in prison, man. Like I was an idiot, straight up, man. I just run around the yard, just gang banging and all that stuff, being in gangs and stuff. And I'm like, I remember Nino like, bro, what are you doing? Like, come here. I'm like, what's up? I'm coming. I'm like, what's up, big homie? He like, sit your ass down. You're gonna run the yard. We got a knife. Sit down. And I did it. You know what I mean? But he always every time I was with him, man, we was at JCS. He always went on walks in the back 40 next to the baseball diamond, and we just talk about like, what do we like to do? What's your? I never told him I did music because I was so ashamed of it, because I was like, who sings? You know what I mean? Best being in prison, who sings? I see all these rappers in there. Who sings?
You won't be serenading nobody in prison, that's for sure.
Yeah, so, and I'm like, yeah, no, I ain't scared no more, dog. No, but he like, every word I never had my father with me. He was the closest thing I had to a father. So I know you don't have your kids right now, your two sons, but they're going to come back around for sure. Because soon as they realize the love you have for them that you showed me, man, I am one of your kids, bro. I mean, I don't know how to put it, bro. We might, different mothers, different background, but I am one of your kids. You raised me for I don't know how many years, bro. You raised me.
Thank you, my brother. You know, I just wanted to contribute to your well-being, bro.
Yeah, I became a man because of man. Everything he said, take care of you. Nobody gonna take care of the way you take care of yourself, and it stuck with me. Even since I remind him every day. I keep saying it because I preach it to everybody because this is what he brought to me. This is what he gave me. He gave me the gift of realizing my self-worth, seeing who I really am. Man, I'm just so grateful, bro. I'm grateful for you, man.
Yeah,
man,
no doubt about it, man.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all.
Your kids gonna come back around.
Real.
When they see it, when they see the love you have for them, they're gonna. I'm gonna sit my ass down. I'm a knucklehead too. Simple as that. You know what I mean?
I just think it's wonderful, man, to bring so many, powerful people. And that's the thing about leadership today, man. Like, everybody is capable and has powers, but it's people that need to learn how to use their powers. You know what I'm saying? You can use it to help, you know what I'm saying, to heal, or you can use it to destroy. And I think that's just too easy. I'm just too familiar. We ain't never been no stranger to danger, man. We grew up fearless.
You know what I'm saying? We've been walking like giants. You know what I'm saying? We just had to get in tune with the internal part of who we are. And that's what got us there really more than anything is once we start to dig deep, you know what I'm saying, and realize how much power that we have as individuals, and we start taking different directions and expressing our own personal opinions and setting new standards for our moral belief systems. You know what I'm saying? Things that are contributing to not only the well-being of yourself and your household, your family, friends, and loved ones, but your community and beyond, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I would ride in, bro, and I would ride into a joint, bro, and the yard would be messy as hell, and within 30 days, everybody tightened up just because I come and lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Prison is a place where boys should become men. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. But yeah, no doubt, man. I just, you know, it's just, there've been so much poor leadership, man. You know what I'm saying? And misguiding brothers and using brothers. Like I tell people all the time, man, I'm a source of power. Use me, just don't abuse me, though. You know what I'm saying? This power is to be distributed to everybody, man. You know, the knowledge that I have, it's a lot of people, they don't want to educate their people because they need them to keep following. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can't be a good leader until you become a good follower. You know? Bro, Dwayne Taylor, I want you to tell us a little bit about, you know, what it's like where you find the strength to be able to train, because training is just, you know, just as hard as the actual fight itself, bro. So tell us what that process is like for you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and being a father. Like, what do you use? Do you use strength? Do you use pain? Like, what is it that gets you there?
I think it's a combination of everything, honestly. Like, especially as a late, I feel like I'm not fighting for myself no more with all the support going on. I feel like I'm fighting for Southwest. But mainly, I'm fighting for my kids. You feel me? They motivate me the most out of everything. And then, you know, with all the deaths that I was going through, like, you can either let that junk hold you down or you can let it fuel you and let it motivate you to not waste no time on this earth. So that's what I do. Because I lost a lot of people that was close to me, like my little brother Miho, my cousin Will. Like, them was my brothers like this. You know, and they younger than me, and it was hard seeing them in the casket. So it made me realize, like, ain't no telling how much time you got on this earth. So every day you got to make the best of it. So every day in training, I just push myself to the limits. And even when I'm done training, my coach be still telling me to just chill out, relax. Like, we got tomorrow. No, I'll be like, no, I'm ready to do something else. But it just, I try to strive and be as great as I can be every day. So.
That's powerful, man. That's conscious, bro. That's being conscious. You know what I'm saying? When gratitude is at the forefront of your lifestyle, bro, you can go so much further because everything plays its part. You appreciate everything. And I tell people all the time, like, you don't know what you got till you ain't got it no more. I'm happy that I got 2 feet, 2 hands, 2 eyes. You know what I'm saying? You have people who are missing limbs, who are, you know, addicted to things and just, you know, in bad shape, man. So I'm grateful because I say even if I die tomorrow, I'm going to die a happy man because I know I live my life according to my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot of people, they waste many years being, you know, living as slaves to their thoughts, to their community, to their addictions. You know what I'm saying? And don't even, you know, get to enjoy life in its entirety, bro, and it don't even take a lot. Like, I live like a king, bro, you know what I'm saying, just because I appreciate everything that I have, you know?
Heck yeah, man, especially coming from where we come from, man, it's so easy to just get held down by something, you know, you can let death hold you down, you can let your environment hold you down, you can get tricked off the streets, you can get locked up in the system quick as hell, like, just me being young, I got locked up for home invasion when I wasn't even doing nothing. I was across the street. Like, it's just so easy to get tricked into the system or tricked into the streets. It's not a lot of ways to make it out the hood unless you got your head on straight and you focus on what you want to do and you want more than what you see. That's pretty much like what fueled me as a youngin'. I hung with everybody. I hung with the dope dealers. I hung with killers. I hung with the gangbangers. I hung with everybody. But I always stayed to myself, and I always had that mentality like I want more than this. Like, this ain't it for me. Like, this is cool. I love where I'm from, and I'ma always love where I'm from. I'ma always represent it. I got it tattooed on my stomach, but I want more than this, and I want to bring my city with me. I want to put us on the map, because off of the time, we the forgotten part of Detroit, honestly, man. You hear about the east side, you hear about the west side, but now it's time to bring Southwest up. It's time to make noise for Southwest.
That's right, bro. That's right. That's right. And one of our biggest assets is the diversity, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's our biggest asset.
Man, no cap.
I feel like Southwest is some of the most talent in the world that absolutely nobody knows about. Detroit's finally getting on the map, like doing a lot of things, and the city's been coming up crazy. But I feel like Southwest is like it's put on the back burner for that to go on. But it's good that the city's going up, and then everybody's gonna learn. What and then everybody's gonna learn the true talent within Southwest. Like you said with diversity too, the diversity is actually crazy, and I'm not just talking ethnicities. I'm talking talents. Yeah, like there's crazy talent throughout this part of the city, and a lot of people are gonna find out very soon. A lot of different people are doing their thing, like Dwayne. The last few months, a lot of different people are starting different podcasts. And Nino, everybody from the city is trying to get into something because it's like a thing that's cool now, which it was always frowned upon. Whatever. Like when I go to Cali, when I go to LA, everybody out there is doing this type of shit. Every single person is some type of creative. Every single person I meet is like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. So seeing it in the city become a thing where it never was is lit, is dope.
Man, no cap, man. Everybody in Southwest talented, bro. We all depend on ourselves. Like, we got people that do everything, and that's what's crazy about Southwest. Like, you got people shooting movies, you got people shooting videos, you know what I'm saying? You got rappers, you got talented ass rappers, you got talented singers, everything, actors, fighters. We got literally everything. But it's time for us to put ourselves on the map and just keep pushing.
And not only that, multi-talented, because
Definitely.
some of you brothers can do multiple things. You know what I'm saying? Being a husband, being a father, being an artist, being a fighter, you know, doing your good job at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. And then, like this brother, I thought he just shot pictures, and I thought he just did videos, and next thing I'm seeing him in Cali, and he's doing videos. He's an artist now. He's making his own music, writing his own music. Yeah. I'm like, man, like, you know, brothers are investing in themselves and putting themselves in the best position and just adding skills to their arsenal of skills already. You know what I mean? And that's dope, bro. And the biggest thing is the unity between everybody, because everybody want to be number one, but they act like you got to get there on your own. We could all get there together. We all complement each other. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I wanted to touch on, Dwayne was talking about knowing that there's more to the city or whatever than it was. And I feel like, I don't know what it was, but a lot of people become products of their environment. But I was blessed with a brain to understand that everybody around me, basically, for lack of better words, like, wasn't shit. Like, and they really weren't doing nothing. I always knew since a little kid, like, I don't want to be like this one. I never had no role models ever in my life. I just knew I didn't want to be like these people around me. So traveling and all that was always a major key for me. So if you pay attention, I travel a lot. And now that I can put it on Instagram or post or whatever, I love making videos, showing people. I'll post 500 stories in any cool place I'm in, just because I want to show everybody else too that, like, there's way more than what's in the city. And a lot of people don't understand that either still.
And that's what's very inspiring, because, you know, it's hard to dream big when you're surrounded by an environment that's so small.
Very
you know
hard.
what I'm saying? So it's people that want different but don't even know what different look like. They don't even know where to start because they feel like I am what I'm supposed to be. I ain't never supposed to be nowhere else.
And that comes
you know
with,
what I'm saying?
That comes with just comfortability, and everybody just, it's so easy to be real comfortable here. Like Dwayne said, he was going to the store eating and playing games all day long. I did that shit for like 2 years and was like down bad. Like, and I ruined a lot of relationships because of it. And it's just so easy to just be comfortable, get into whatever mode and just do nothing or whatever, and just live life without purpose, whatever. So you got to make sure you keep that in your head.
But you know, like I used to tell you, like when I was in prison, we used to be inspired by pictures. You know, I was able to live life through your eyes. It's the same thing out here, because I realized that I was already in prison before I even got to prison, because the mental capacity that I had to think, I you know what I'm saying? It had its limitations. I couldn't think past the neighborhood.
I couldn't think past hustling. I couldn't think past the streets. I couldn't think past the flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. That's what I thought. What I was what I thought what I was going to be for the rest of my life, bro.
I feel like being born when we were is just like you're automatically set back multiple ways. And going to college really made me realize that too. Like, there's so many standards that these kids have that are no one in the hood is doing or even achieving, graduating, going to college, any type of shit like that. And I meet a lot of white kids in college. All of them are expected to be in college, graduate this, get a job, whatever. Where it's like you do that from where we from, you made it. Like you're there.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, so.
Let me touch on that a little bit. Yeah, man. Like he was saying, man, it's just easy because it's our normal, man. Who do we complain to when everybody going through the same thing? Like, everybody going through the same thing. You can't go down there and complain about getting harassed by the police or none of that because they going through the same thing. So it's normal to everybody. And then for me, my waking up point was really when I started doing cable at Comcast. Like, I got to see the world. Like, not even leaving Michigan, just right down the street, just doing all of these millionaires cable, and they telling me like I dropped out of high school and just follow my like, damn.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You ain't
sir.
even go to college and you got all of this. Like, your house
It shows you,
huge,
like,
bro.
yeah.
My house can fit in your garage type
Yes,
junk.
sir.
And it was like, that just motivated me so crazy. It was like, I want that. Like, I cannot settle for what I got right now. It just showed me and it opened my eyes to so much more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That makes, and I run into, like, just doing what I do, videos, whatever, you run into, like, a lot of rich people, and I've always been one I felt like is talented, like, put me in front of anybody, like, I'm going to establish a relationship, and different relationships I established with these richer people also made me realize, like, this ain't it. There's a lot more to the world, and these people are really doing this thing. There's a lot more people.
It kind of make you want to pick their brain and be like,
Absolutely.
how did you get
and I'm
here,
like,
bro?
I want to see it. I want to see everything. Like,
swear.
send me whatever you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
you want to flex? Please send it to
Yes,
me.
sir.
Like, I want to
Yes,
see
sir.
you
Yes,
flex.
sir.
I want to see you do. I want to see people doing their thing,
I
and that
swear.
shit just makes it's so motivating.
Heck
A lot of
yeah.
people. Yeah, for real. And a lot of people in the neighborhood like be hating on that type of shit.
I
which
know,
is, like,
and that's the crazy
and
part, bro.
I honestly feel bad for them though. They just don't got the right energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're just not blessed.
But them
enough.
type of people, though, they got all day to sit and do nothing sometimes. So we're not even going to spend that to talk about them. But them type of people got all day to sit in the house and not do nothing with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody that's doing good and that's focused on bettering themselves in life not going to think negative. They only going to think positive
Yeah.
and think to how to move themselves forward and upwards. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, sometimes when you around somebody that ain't got nothing going for themselves, you tend to be like that. That's like say like if y'all was all rich and I'm hanging out with y'all, I'm gonna want to be rich too.
Absolutely.
But if all y'all smoked and I hang out with y'all, that's what eventually I'm gonna do. So, I mean, you really can't blame people that think like that. But you know, just be blessed that you got a mind, like you said. Like, we all got to be better
Yeah.
than what we was around, because I was the same way too. You know what I mean? Like, to sit there and just look at people that I grew up with and be like, you know, I love you, but I don't want to follow the lifestyle that you followed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nope.
it's more to me. It's not. I'm not down to you, or I'm not looking at you no different. But I want to be better than just sitting up on a corner. You know what I'm saying? I want to be better than just out here every day looking for trouble. You know,
Yeah,
I want to be the
exactly.
best me I can be. You know what I mean? And like provide for something more than what I'm. You know, I feel like I made it when I can provide for my whole family. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we all trying to get. You know, provide
Absolutely.
for our whole family and do good for our whole family and be the one that be like, dang, you know, when it's all said and done, like, this is the one that changed the history. You know what I'm saying, of everything and how everything was going. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you know, Emilio, y'all grew up with me. So, just coming up, you know, like for me starting my own barbershop, it meant a lot. Like Dwayne, he, you know,
Huge.
he do PYP, and that's something in the neighborhood that where we from. You know, it kind of it lead to like people selling their differences in the ring. You know, putting the guns down, because we all done lost people to violence, especially the gun violence too. And so just being where we from and doing something positive is just a blessing in itself. You know, I'm just saying, like, for me cutting hair, like I said, from Emilio shooting videos to bro getting signed doing music to bro doing the PYP, it just, you know what I'm saying, it's a blessing, you know.
I remember when I got when I even like the story was crazy. Like, my homeboy had me go to Vinewood and tell me to go to perform down there. And I didn't even want to go do it. And they told me to go do it anyway. So I went to go do it. And then this guy just came to me like, man, you want to go to Atlanta? I said, yeah. He said, give me your number. Give me my number. I'm like, I'm going to see you a fight tonight. I'm like, yeah, hi. All right, whatever. For sure enough, he called me at 3 a.m. in the morning like, yo, your location. Boom. All right, we come pick you right now. Sure enough, a truck pulled up. This is prior to your record deal? Yeah, I ain't even had a record deal yet. I ain't had nothing. First song I ever recorded. First song I ever recorded. And this is just somebody that just wanted to see the best for you. Yeah. Like just looking out. Yeah, he put me in the plane that night. I ain't gonna worry about my homeboy J-Line. I ain't gonna worry about my homeboy B. So he like put me in the plane, put us on the plane. Send us there. Came back. Send us there. Got there. Got in a Maybach truck. I'm like, listen, I never even thought I'd even sit in one. Never thought I would ever see one but in the magazine. Got one, took us to a mansion. He like, I'm gonna put you in the contest. Contest of people from all around the world. You gotta battle them. I'm like, bro, I don't really want to do this, bro. We don't want to do this. Like, bro, I'm just here just to have fun. He said, you know what? Have fun then. So I went to have fun for the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, have fun. Everything they gave me, I crushed it. When I outsung everybody, I wrote everybody, I played the instrument everybody. But when the day came and they said, third place is Jillian, what her name was, $1,000. The second place you get a song with Cash Out from Atlanta. And then they're like, my homie about to win, like, bro, you about to win this, bro. You the dog, bro. I got to walk out the stage. And they said, no, the dude with a $2.2 million record deal with Universal and Real Hard Records, Angel Hill. I'm like, what?
That's what's up.
And it went crazy. But then I never seen, I know I put me telling you this, when I came back and I told everybody and they seen me, I never seen so many people who I thought were my friends, who I thought were my homies, turn out to be my enemies. So many people started bashing me of who I was. Like, you doing this, you doing that? Like, bro, that crap is fake, bro. I don't believe it. I'm like, bro, you talking about that? You know, I don't think you're good. I'm better than you. I'm like, in the church, my homie, like, I'm gonna say a name. My homeboy Alex Richardson. He ain't my homie no more, but he like, man, I'm better than you, man. I should have got the deal. I'm like, what? I thought you'd be happy for me. Instead, you trying to put me down, talking about like, man, I don't deserve it. And I'm like, and he had me thinking for a minute, like, maybe I don't deserve it. And I thought that for the first like month, like I don't deserve it. I wouldn't even go to the studio, I ain't do nothing. I thought I didn't deserve it. And then it went to like, my mom, she was like, baby, you the first person in this family who ever accomplished anything like this. Everybody thought you was gonna be dead before 18, first of all. And then you live beyond that. And you came out of prison, then start doing better for yourself. Everybody didn't even think you was gonna come out of prison doing what you're gonna do. But now look at you. You make everybody's expectation even higher. They're like, holy crap, what's he gonna do next? And I'm like, man, the only support I really had was from my mom and my brother. The friends I thought I had weren't really my friends, y'all. And it took me a minute to realize, like, everybody, all gold ain't meant to be worn. All money ain't good money. Yes, sir. Every diamond don't shine bright, you know what I mean? And it was the hardest thing to swallow, like, man, like, to have people just, so us coming from where we come from, I know people put us down a lot, but it's up to us to, like I said, see who we are, see our own potential, be our own motivation. It was the hardest shit ever, bro.
Look at, bro, life is a process, bro. And I always tell people you got to respect and trust and acknowledge the process because, you know, you may have known somebody for 20 years, but they ain't the same person they were 20 years ago, and you shouldn't be the same person you were 20 years ago either. And sometimes, you know, people out of obligation because I knew you 20 years, because we went to school together, because our parents know each other, you know, we sometimes stayed attached to toxic relationships with friendships and people and family and communities and obligations, even with the gangs and the flags and, you know, all this misguided loyalty and obligation that we put on ourselves. You know, but at the end of the day, man, it's like we all got our own individual purpose. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to us to be able to find what it is that we're supposed to be doing and cultivate that and surround yourself amongst like-minded people who are going to encourage you. I always was taught, you want to know who your friends are, put some money on the table. They going to weed themselves out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just got to learn how to accept it and embrace it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's very important that you learn how to do that, because I always believe if you pick something up, you got to put something down, man. You know, because one thing about us is we always on the grind. We always working and moving forward in one form or another. So the last thing that we need to be doing is carrying dead weight, because we already got the weight of the world on our backs. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be around people who are just as proactive and progressive as I am. People who want to evolve. People who talk and have discussions about evolution and growing and you know, obtaining and winning in life. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, birds of a feather flock together, man. You know, so you can spot a crowd out real quick. But, you know, like I said, being up here, man, I just feel rich. You know what I'm saying? And it's not always about the material. It's about the richness, the wealth of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? We got shit that money can't buy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ever made a rich, shitty-ass person, bro? Like, poor-ass attitude, and you be like, damn, you whack as hell, bro. I got like $17 in my pocket, but I feel better than you, though. You know what I mean? So, but it's about cultivating that as well, and then coming together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a brother who's a father and he's a fighter. You know what I mean? And you don't even understand the science to becoming a fighter, or what you have to take and what you have to endure. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, the distress you got to put yourself under, you know, and trying to manage and balance everything. Be why you got a business, you're a professional, you trying to live your life and be a father and be good at all of it. You know what I mean? My brother Emilio, he's constantly evolving, doing bigger and better, and always becoming creative and trying to move forward and do one thing that complements the next thing. You know, Angel Hill, the same thing, very talented, exercising himself, willing to team up with other people, being open-minded and working with other people to enhance the music, you know, all these wonderful things. Look, we got Jose Del Valle, a promoter, the voice of Detroit, DJ Dan, he been DJing for 40 fucking years. God damn. You know, and then you got me. I'm over here, you know, putting shit together, man. And this is just how it's supposed to be. This is a community of giants, you know. So listen, I want to appreciate everybody who's been tuning in. I ask that you share, that you subscribe, that you get on your Facebook, your Instagram, everything you got going through. I appreciate everybody listening to all the stories, you know what I'm saying, and supporting us in our endeavors. And, you know, like I said, God is number one, man. Big shout out to LA Landscaping. Big shout out to Guy's Pizza, Legendary Barber Lounge. And shout out to all these brothers, man, for taking their time to come out and chill with us and share part of themselves with you guys, man.
And shout out Nino for blessing our lives with just his everyday words too. Just I feel like just being in prison, you became real precise with the words, and you're able to touch people and change people very easily, to be honest, just from being purely genuine and wanting better for yourself and others around you. So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on your platform. Like, I mean, this is like my first time really meeting you for real, man, but everybody got nothing but positive things to say about you, man. I'm looking forward to have a good relationship with you, bro. I appreciate you for even giving me the opportunity to be on this podcast, bro.
I appreciate you letting me be on here too, man. I know it's good. I love to meet new people, so man, it's just a blessing, bro, just to be alive, to be here with my big homie. This dog right here turning up the ring. My dog cutting, getting fresh. My dog shooting the hottest videos. Come on, baby.
Yes, sir.
Southwest stand up. We here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Eladio, I appreciate you, brother. A friend, a mentor. You know what I'm saying? I know you personally. I want to thank everybody, all these gentlemen that came out today. Angel, Emilio, Wody, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We gonna say more blessings in my life. Dan, Jose, you know what I'm saying? Legendary. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah. Shout out Byron for providing.
Yes, sir. Yes,
the
sir.
spot to shoot today. Yes, sir. It's lit.
And that'll be the conclusion, y'all. Next Monday at 8 p.m. Stay tuned. Real everyday
Yeah.
people, you know how we do it.
Real
Much
everyday
love.
people. I don't know what he said. He said, hell no. Oh, shit.